Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your TAW Recap, and I am Josh Ageddon, and I'm going to go through everything that happened on TAW Action, TAW Rivals, and TAW UCT, as well as everything in between. And we're starting off on February 15th, 2017, with the Logan movie promo match, where Wolverine made his TAW debut against the Incredible Hulk. And after a very physical match, Wolverine picked up the win with the Berserker Bomb, and really surprising fashion, because Wolverine's a lot smaller than the Hulk, but he got the win anyway. And after that was a promo, Shadow the Hedgehog and Austin Aries surprisingly teaming up despite the fact that they are rivals. I guess they developed a mutual respect for each other, and now they're in the TAW Tag Team Tournament. And on February 26, 2017, there was a fatal 4-way elimination match to determine who would go into the Excalibur Championship match on a future TAW Action episode. The contestants were Gohan, Freddy Krueger, Dante, and Austin Aries, and the first elimination of the match was Gohan countering a roll-up and pinning Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger did not take this very lightly, as he later interfered in the match and cost Gohan, and Gohan was eliminated by Austin Aries. And then Dante got the final pinfall and defeated Austin Aries to earn an Excalibur Championship opportunity. And on March 12, 2017, there was a tag team match, pretty much a gear-up for the upcoming TAW Tag Team Tournament. Venom and Carnage facing off against the former #1 contenders, Jeff Hardy and Chris Jericho. And after a very even contest, Venom picked up the win by pinning Chris Jericho after the Symbiote Buster. And after that was a promo by Bane. Well, he was interviewed by an interview guy, and Bane proclaimed that he wants revenge on Broly because Broly at No Escape really badly hurt Bane and won via referee stoppage in a match against Bane. And yeah, Bane, he swore revenge, and I would not want to be Broly right now. And up next was the March 22nd episode of TAW Action, which started off with the second fatal 4-way elimination match, where the winner would face Dante for the Excalibur Championship on an upcoming episode of TAW Action. It was Broly versus Deadpool versus the Joker versus Venom. And the first elimination was Broly pinning Deadpool after a gigantic mid-air spear, and Broly got another elimination over Venom after hitting him with the Omega Eraser. However, Bane interfered and assaulted Broly with a sledgehammer from behind, allowing the Joker to get the winning pinfall with a frog splash. Up next was Slender Man vs. Wolverine in Wolverine's second ever match on the main roster, and Wolverine defeated Slender Man with the Berserker Bomb, just like he defeated the Incredible Hulk via pinfall. Up next was She-Hulk vs. Videl, and She-Hulk quickly disposed of Videl with a brand new finishing move reminiscent to the Razor's Edge. I guess we'll call it Rage's Edge or something, She-Hulk Edge, I don't know, I'll have to come up with something. The following contest was William Wallace vs. Bullseye in a singles competition match, with William Wallace securing the pinfall victory with a beautiful Freedom Elbow drop. After the match, William Wallace challenged the molecular champion Dracula to a championship match on TAW Rivals. The next match was Mario vs. Sonic the Hedgehog in a match to determine the #1 contender to Luigi's Lightning Weight Championship at Riot Central 2. After a highly competitive match, Mario defeated Sonic with the Mushroom Kingdom driver for the pinfall victory. And afterwards, Luigi came out and revealed a long-forgotten stipulation from Mario and Luigi's match at the first Riot Central event, where if Mario lost, he would have to go to TAW UCT, and this stipulation was never followed up upon because Mario was injured. Up next was Liu Kang vs. America Kane in a singles match, and Liu Kang won via pinfall with the Fatality Super Kick. And after the match, the TAW champion Frieza attempted to attack Liu Kang, but also received a super kick of his own in kind. Then there was a tag team match between the Blue Man Group and the newly formed team of Shadow the Hedgehog and Austin Aries. And after a long battle, Shadow pinned Chris with a Chaos Control DDT, cementing themselves as a dangerous new tag team. Up next was the Statue of Liberty versus Miley Cyrus, and Lady Liberty quickly defeated Miley Cyrus with 2 Liberty Bombs. And then the current Femme Fatale champion, Android 18, came out to taunt Lady Liberty, but Lara Croft also came out to challenge Android 18 to a non-title match. And during the match, a very overconfident Android 18 attacked the Statue of Liberty at ringside, and this enraged the Statue of Liberty so much that she came in the ring, knocked out the referee, and then planted Android 18 with a Liberty Bomb, allowing Lara Croft to hit her finishing move, the Tomb Raider DDT, to pin the current Femme Fatale champion. And what was a huge turn of events and may lead to a future title match for Lara Croft. And finally, in the main event of the show, Danny Sexbang challenged UCT champion Skeeter Valentine for the TAW UCT Championship, and the first time that the UCT Championship has ever been defended on the main roster. And at the very end of the match, Danny stole Skeeter's finishing maneuver, the Patty Mayonnaise Stunner. However, Android 13 came out to distract Danny, and that allowed Skeeter Valentine to attack Danny from behind and retain the title with the Patty Mayonnaise Stunner. Why Android 13 has allied with Skeeter Valentine, we have no idea, but I'm sure we'll get answers soon. Afterwards, TAW General Manager Howard Stern announced that at Riot Central 2, in the Mario vs. Luigi Lightning Weight Championship match, if Mario loses to Luigi again, he will have to go to UCT with no excuses. And then Sonic and Knuckles approached Stern with a request to be put in the upcoming TAW Tag Team Tournament, and Howard Stern stated that if they could defeat Slenderman and Undead Santa in a tag team match on TAW Rivals, they would be entered into the tournament. And after that was the April 9th episode of TAW Rivals, which started off with a steel cage match between bitter rivals Mario and Elmo. And Mario defeated his longtime nemesis with a flurry of Mushroom Kingdom drivers and a freaking frog splash from the top of the cage for the pinfall victory, securing some momentum going into Riot Central 2's Lightning Weight Championship match. Afterwards was Jin Urso vs. Storm in a singles Femme Fatale match, where Jin Urso gained another victory in TAW by pinning Storm with her finishing move, the Rogue One Flatliner. And up next was the tag team match with Sonic and Knuckles vs. Slenderman and Undead Santa Claus, where the winners would advance to the tag team tournament. And Knuckles picked up the pinfall by drilling Slenderman with the Knuckle Buster, with a very sad and disappointed Undead Santa Claus in the background. Then Gohan was attacked backstage by Freddy Krueger during an interview, as the frustration of Freddy Krueger continues to grow. And next was the Hardcore Championship Tables match between the new champion Michael Myers and the former champion Turles, and Michael Myers once again defeated Turles by giving him the last Halloween powerbomb through a table. After that was the No Escape non-title rematch between Femme Fatale champion Android 18 and the Statue of Liberty, and Lady Liberty beat the absolute crap out of Android 18 and finished her off with not one, not two, not three, but 4 Liberty Bombs in a row. So we may be looking at some sort of triple threat match down the line, but it has not been a good couple of weeks for Android 18. And the main event was Dracula defending the Molecular Championship against William Wallace. And William Wallace came very close to dethroning Dracula, but Dracula reversed William Wallace's Braveheart piledriver into the Devil's Wings for the pinfall retention, closing the show. A few days later, Elmo told Lightning Weight champion Luigi that he got them into the tag team tournament, but Luigi declined to enter because he already had a match at Riot Central 2 against Mario where he will defend the Lightning Weight championship. So Elmo decided to find a different tag team partner to enter the tournament with him. And a few days later, the 8 tag team tournament bracket was announced with the first round as follows: Shinsuke Nakamura and Jigsaw versus the Incredible Hulk and Superman, Elmo and his mystery tag team partner versus the Blue Man Group, Jeff Hardy and Chris Jericho versus Sonic the Hedgehog and Knuckles, and Shadow the Hedgehog and Austin Aries versus Venom and Carnage. And a few days before UCT episode 15, Cole Williams was interviewed about his attack on Jeff the Killer, and he pretty much told off the interview guy and didn't give much information. And finally, on May 5th, 2017 was TAW UCT episode 15. And it started out with a big tag team match between the TAW UCT champion Skeeter Valentine, the TAW UCT Extreme champion Leonardo DiCaprio, versus the Green Lantern and Hollywood Black Hogan. And during the match, Leonardo DiCaprio hit Hogan with a decapitator on the outside, allowing him to take advantage of the Green Lantern with a super kick and another decapitator. And Skeeter took advantage of that and got the pinfall victory for both him and Leonardo DiCaprio. And up next was an Elimination Chamber qualification match between Midget Brock Lesnar and Virgil. And Mini Lesnar defeated Virgil via submission with the Kimura lock. But after the match, Lesnar hit Virgil with the F2.5 to send a message to the UCT wrestlers that he's not to be messed with. Following that was another chamber qualification match between the undefeated Cole Williams and Cooler. And during the brutal contest, Jeff the Killer emerged and attacked Cooler, causing Cole Williams to be disqualified, allowing Cooler to go into the Elimination Chamber match instead of Cole Williams. The two then begin to brawl up the ramp, and Cole Williams eventually punched Jeff so hard he went flying off the entrance ramp. Up next was a triple threat match between Xena Warrior Princess, Harley Quinn, and Harambe, where the winning person would go to TAW UCT Desolation for the UCT Femme Fatale Championship match. And after another brutal match, Xena pinned Harley Quinn with the Xena's Wings facebuster while Harambe was on the outside, winning the match. And the main event of the show was the #1 contenders 6-team gauntlet match, where the winning team would face the UCT Tag Team Champions at UCT Desolation in a few weeks. And starting off the match was Hazmat and Johnny Ohm versus Nacho Libre and Patrick Starr. Ohm got the pin on Libre after hitting the Electroshock Therapy Powerbomb after a few minutes of the match. The next team was Little Mac and Rocky Balboa, the Kings of Boxing, and they easily defeated the exhausted Johnny Ohm and Hazmat with a double team and Little Mac's signature Star Punch. The fourth team was Steve Burns and Shaggy, the Clue Detectives, and Rocky Balboa eventually knocked out Steve Burns with a lightning-quick left hook for the win, knocking out cold. And the fifth team was Daredevil and the Silver Surfer, a brand new team in TAWCT. However, Little Mac pinned Silver Surfer with another Star Punch, making it 3 consecutive tag team victories in a row for the Kings of Boxing. However, the final and sixth team, Yamcha and Vladimir Putin, attacked Little Mac and Rocky Balboa from behind, and Balboa was knocked out. Little Mac tried to fight back, and it was essentially a handicap match, but Yamcha eventually overwhelmed him and defeated him with the Wolf Fang Fist. So Yamcha and Vladimir Putin became the #1 contenders for the UCT Tag Team Championships, and that was the end of UCT Episode 15. And finally, last thing, it was revealed that the one and only, the one-winged angel Sephiroth, will debut at Riot Central 2. And man, I cannot wait for that. And this has been your TAW Recap. Hope you guys have a good day. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we will see you guys next time.